Okay, I call this meeting to order. It's Thursday, June 13th, 2024, 6 p.m. City of Somerton Special Council meeting. We're gonna forego all the formalities and just go do roll call and then go straight to the two items.
Mayor Gerardo Anaya.
Present.
Vice Mayor Luis Galindo. Councilmember Jesus Roldan.
Present.
Councilmember Miguel Villalpando.
Present.
Councilmember Marta Gonzalez.
Present.
Councilmember Juan Castillo.
Present.
Councilmember Lorena Delgadillo.
Present.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. So item number one, discussion of possible action to approve installation of temporary outside sign.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Saul Albor, Community Development Director. The item before you on the agenda is a request by Sunset Health to allow the installation of a new off-site sign at the city-owned property known as 1260 West Main Street, also known as Parkview Commerce Center, lot number 5. The property is located directly on Main Street, and which is why Sunset has an interest in installing this off-site sign. Mayor and Council, Sunset Health, the first tenant at Parkview, is going to be breaking ground on the new 27,000 square foot clinic on the 20th. So the project is moving forward at full steam. They want to go ahead and let the community know, let everyone know that they're coming in. So they're proposing to install 2 signs. The first sign is on their property. That sign is allowed by the code, no issues. They're allowed to have a future development sign, but they also are requesting to install a second sign, which is considered an off-site sign. This would be located on Parkview lot number 5, and this would be more of a directional sign, kind of showing arrows towards the future clinic, because as you know, it's not directly on Main Street, it's a little bit further back. But that's the purpose of the second sign that they want to install on the city-owned property, 1260 West Main Street. The code does permit the installation of off-site signs if approved by the city council and if they serve a public interest and if they're in the for the benefit of the city. So we did some analysis on that requirement, and staff does believe that the installation of the sign is in the best interest of the city, because Sunset is a homegrown clinic. They've been in business for 52 years to be exact, providing services to the community of Somerton, and they're here to stay. They're growing, which is why I think it's in our best interest to let the community and the rest of the county know that they're growing. They're going to be providing more services here in Somerton. And the other side of that is that it provides exposure to the Parkview Commerce Center. It lets the world know that something is coming, something big, and that might help move things faster at Parkview. Maybe get those developments that we have already in the works moving faster and attract some more buyers. It's a very simple opinion, I think, put together by staff. But going back to my point, the code does allow the installation of an off-site sign if allowed by the council. What you see on the screen there is what they're proposing to install. It would say coming soon with those big arrows. Any questions from council?
Any questions or comments?
I have a question, Mayor.
Yes, go ahead, Councilman.
So you said that lot number 5, I believe. Who's the owner of that? Is it? Have we sold that lot yet? I mean, because that sign would be going into. Have we sold that lot yet?
Not yet, council member. The lot is currently for sale, same as the other remaining lots. But there is going to be a condition in there that if we do sell the property, they would have to remove the sign. So that wouldn't be an issue. But at the time, right now, the city does own it.
Okay. So I guess just for clarification on my end, let's say hypothetically, if we move forward with this sign, the sign would be there. But if we have another investor that's interested in coming in and wants to purchase that lot, and they don't, let's say they don't want that sign there, it can be like that won't hinder any negotiations with the new investor.
Correct, council member. That was one of the first things that we informed Sunset of, that if we did approve this, it would be conditional that if the city does sell the lot, because we want to sell the lots,
Right.
and if the new owner doesn't want it there anymore, that's going to be between them.
Okay. Okay. So it could be like a temporarily sign right now. Okay.
That is correct. The idea is for it to remain there until they open or until the lot gets sold. It will be temporary.
Any other questions or comments?
I have a question, well, actually a comment more so. And I know, I'm sorry, it's not really about this, but it is about Sunset. I know you said that the groundbreaking, so they're gonna put this up for the groundbreaking or before, or because it's gonna be next week?
Right, Councilwoman. The ideally it would be up in time before the groundbreaking ceremony, but they still have to get blue stake and go out there and take measurements. I think it's cutting it a little close. If they do, great. If not, they're still interested in having it up for during construction.
Has Sunset been informed that the mayor and the majority of council will not be there? Because it is a big deal, you know.
Mayor,
It is a big
Mayor, if
deal.
I may.
Yes.
Yes, Councilwoman, they are aware of who will be attending and who will be at the Analeo. So currently we have the vice mayor going to be speaking on the behalf of the city. And then we believe we'll have another council member or two there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions or comments? Is there a motion?
So, Mayor.
I'll second that motion, Mayor.
The motion by Councilman Castillo, second by Councilman Roldan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have a second item, discussion of possible action to approve 3 new members to the Somerton Public Safety Personnel Retirement System.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council. Carmen Juarez, Deputy City Manager. The item before you tonight is the request to appoint these 3 new members for the 3 local boards, which is Police, Fire, and Dispatch. This is required by state statute. And the previous owner members are no longer with the city. They are Jerry Cabrera, Armando Leon, and Priscilla Sotelo. So at this time, the recommendation from staff is to appoint the 3 new members, Lizandro Galaviz, Jennifer Valtierra, and Mirna Rodriguez to the Somerton Public Safety Personnel Retirement System local boards. Do you have any questions for me?
Any
Mayor.
questions or comments?
Mayor, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
It wasn't Mirna Rodriguez, wasn't it Patty Morales?
Well, the original, we made an amendment to the original presentation that we had submitted due to the fact that we did a research and consultation with the city attorneys from the pool risk, and they recommended actually that they would be Somerton residents.
Okay.
To which the previous proposal names that we had, they're not Somerton residents.
But what does that have to do with on the board what does that have to do? Why do they have to be a Somerton resident? That doesn't make sense to me.
That's reading the Arizona revised statute. We just the wording on the revised statute says that they must be 2 citizens, but then the question was made do they have to be citizens at large or city residents? We reached out to the pool risk and their recommendation is to be residents of the city.
Safe side.
That's weird. Okay,
Mayor, if I may,
Yes, go ahead.
and I'll take blame for it because I'm the one that asked that question, is because the way the statute read, it said resident, but they didn't define what resident was, and so I asked, is it a resident of the city of Somerton or just any resident in general, because it could be anybody in the whole United States. And so that's why staff asked the risk pool, and that's the recommendation that they came back with. Because I don't know, it just said resident, so I asked. So I'll take blame for that.
no blame. I was just wondering because I had seen the previous agenda and it had another name. And then this
Yeah.
one, had a different name. So that's why I was just asking. Cool. Just
Any
one.
other questions or comments?
Nope.
Your motion?
So move, Mayor.
The motion by Councilman Castillo,
Second,
second by Councilman Villalpando, those in favor?
I
Any opposed? Motion carries. It's 6:11, meeting's adjourned.
bye
Aloha.
everybody.
Bye, guys.
Councilman Castillo.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Johnny, be good.
Bye.
Qué verito, ¿no?